LaCoss with the iBaseball channel. I'm with Isla Borders, the first modern-day women's professional baseball player. Can you start by just telling us a little bit of how you really got going on with that?
Well, I kind of grew up in a baseball family. My dad played in the minor leagues with the Dodgers for 3 years, and I'm pretty much born on a field. So it wasn't something where I played softball from 5 to 10, and then I'm like, hey, I want to play baseball. I want to be a pitcher. So my dad being a right-handed pitcher, I started when I was 10 and went all the way up through playing high school ball. Then after high school ball, played college ball here at SEC where we're at right now. And then was very fortunate and was able to play 4 years of professional baseball in the minors with the St. Paul Saints, Duluth Superior Dukes. Played there 4 years.
No softball though in the beginning. You didn't like, the ball was too big. You didn't.
I always wanted to be a pitcher. I always wanted to be a pitcher.
You wanted to chunk that ball in there.
I wanted.
In high school, you were able to compete no problem, and just.
High school was, yeah. High school I excelled. Everybody was kind of thinking, oh, you know, girl, teenager, put on the high heels, put on the lipstick, do all that, and then you're not going to want to play anymore. But my love increased for it. I mean, I still have a huge love for the game. That never went away. Because I was playing when I was 10, and then you go to high school, you're usually around the same people that you grew up with.
You could take most of those guys anyway, right? High school?
You're starting. Well, the way that I prepared, I would say yes. My dad had me do, you know, physical training as far as self-defense. That's a whole nother story. But, you know, I didn't go to La Mirada High School. The coach there said, you know, you're not playing for me and you're not allowed to come here and you do not have an opportunity. So instead of going there and pushing my way there, I kind of wanted to win my way there. So that's why I went to Whittier Christian Private School. They said, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity. It's up to you to make it.
Wow, nice.
So I went to a private school in order to play baseball. So there was a little bit, I didn't go to my normal La Mirada High School because they said no. Went to a private school that I kind of grew up around the same guys. So there's resistance there, but as far as the players-wise, they knew me and I wasn't. It was more of not fitting in at school, being a teenager, being a girl playing baseball and being different.
At the college level?
At high school.
High school, and then the college level, it started getting a little tougher on you?
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the toughest, those were my toughest years.
Mostly
ever.
from the opposition?
No, internally. My own team.
Really?
Yeah. This is my, definitely my toughest years.
And so,
You know, it was difficult. I went there when I was 10 years old, and my mom and I, you know, we were lining up in this huge line, like, I don't know, 50 to 100 kids. And when we were lining up, I was the only girl on the line, and they're like, you know, this softball sign-ups were on the other field. And my mom's like, no, she wants to play baseball. And they're like, okay, well, you know, there's a huge line here, come back tomorrow. It won't be as, you know, big as the line, come back at this time, and then we'll sign her up. Well, come to find out the next day we go there, nobody's there. Sign-ups, the last day of sign-ups were the previous day when we were in the line. So they put me on a waiting list. I was waiting on that waiting list, was waiting for a call, never heard a call. Finally, my dad's like, all right, that's it. We're gonna go down and try out for a team, and we're just gonna go down there. Went down there, he's like, hey, my daughter wants to play. I'm not saying just let her do her thing, go check her out. If you're not happy with her, no worries, we'll be out of your hair. So Dad comes back up to me in the car and says, okay, you're up. Went out there, took some hacks, was hitting the crap out of the ball. Went over there and pitched and was doing really well. And they said, okay, you know, sign here, you're on our team. And that's kind of how it's been ever since. It's like,
the pitching came after that, though?
Pitched right away at 10 then.
Right out of the chute, you just started pitching.
Yeah.
But you had to have been able to throw a little bit, because otherwise you wouldn't have known that you could pitch, right? So you had an opportunity to get out on the field and see some arm strength out there, and, and your dad obviously recognized that and then said, hey, take a shot at it.
I'm very lucky he was supportive. Yeah, I've always been a kid who's very active. I mean, there's a picture of me when I'm 3 and I'm throwing a ball and have a bat in my hands and played. And
Now, was there any mechanics that your dad had you work? Do you remember any kind of certain mechanics? Because they didn't teach a lot of mechanics back then, you know.
Yeah, a lot of it, you know, is great. It really helped me out tremendously later in life. Is he gave me this program that was given to him by Don Sutton, and it was like an isometric work. You know, the little tendon ones, and so he had me doing those.
Those were the Job's exercises. I'm talking about regular mechanics. Did he talk to you about getting your arm up, or you throw it across your body, or stuff like that? Did he work anything like that as you came along?
About you know, getting up on top of the ball. My shoulder was flying out the whole time, controlling my head. Where your head goes, where the ball goes.
Or jerking your head out of there, were you?
Meh. Taught me how to throw a curveball, a knuckle curve, so that I wouldn't damage my elbow. There was none of this going on. It was
finger up curveball.
Yeah, throw it like a fastball and let it do its own trick.
We got something.
It's great.
Wow, unbelievable.
You throw a fastball and never have any arm.
Guess who taught me the finger up curveball? Don Sutton.
No way.
In the outfield in Philadelphia. I'm not kidding. Gotta get me one of them.
Yeah. But that's what happened. Well,
seriously, he did. I'm not kidding. He did standing in the outfield, and I learned it in about 2 minutes.
No, it did take me 2 minutes.
And that was my I had a conventional curveball, but that became my breaking ball for the rest of my professional career.
Yep. I was a 10-year-old stubborn little girl that had that dream that never went away.
Oh, from way before that?
Oh, yeah.
You
would ask me when I was 10, and I said, this is what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even think that. I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah. Kept me out of a lot of trouble.